Okay, welcome back everybody to the CoinRotator channel. I'm here with the man himself, Pixio,
Hey everybody.
and yeah,
Hello Martin.
we're gonna we're gonna get back right
What's
back
going
into the
on,
CoinRotator
man?
basics. We'll start right with the latest news in the crypto. A lot is happening.
Yeah, this has been an incredible few days, I have to say, since the Trump assassination attempt. Crypto has gone from strength to strength. It was actually extremely weak a few days before that happened, and the consensus shifted pretty quickly that Trump is the crypto president, and nothing, not even bullets, can stop us from going higher, which
Yeah,
is not what I had on my bingo card. How about you?
yeah. This is definitely an interesting time to to be in crypto because you have to adapt to like situations like this, and
Yeah,
big news like this like do affect the market.
absolutely, absolutely. As much as I like to ignore the chatter, this is something that clearly had a direct effect on
Yeah,
crypto
and
prices.
not just on paper. Like we'll
Yeah,
discuss some coins that I mean you've personally been trading, and the payoff has
yeah,
been pretty good, right?
yeah. You could say that. You could say that. I took a calculated bet, and it worked out.
So let's go one by one with the news from
Yeah,
Alpha.
yeah. From the Alpha Telegram chat. So, as I think everyone knows, Tuesday the ETFs will start trading, and people are a little nervous that it will be underwhelming, which would cause the markets to dip. But let's call it the Trump bid. The Trump bid is on, so I don't think we'll dip too hard, if at all.
Mm,
Um, Not that my opinion matters, but
yeah,
there's every reason, technically as well as sentiment-wise, to think that prices are not going much lower
yeah, and
for
like
the
you
near.
mentioned to me before in private that we're in a pretty bullish market.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yeah, we are. There's a lot of demand. Whenever prices drop, the buyers step in for the majors. Maybe not for your shit coins. Sorry about that. But for the major coins, the coins that big money care about, they're not letting them drop too far.
Mm-mm.
So one big event that should lead us higher for the next few days, um, irregardless of financial or macro news, is that there's a Bitcoin conference this weekend, and Trump is scheduled to speak.
Mm.
And there's been some pretty good confirmation that Elon Musk is also in the neighborhood and will probably
But is
speak
this
or make.
speculation or is that confirmed?
Well, yeah, there's no confirmation yet, but from what I saw, he landed in, I think it's in Tennessee.
Oh, that's why people are like drawing conclusions.
Yeah.
I
But who
try not
knows?
to I try not to
He's
pay
kind of a
attention.
troll.
Yeah,
He's kind of a
exactly. He's kind
troll,
of a
so
troll,
he
and
could be messing with us.
yeah, people love to use his
So
name in crypto,
we'll
and it's
see.
like and just buy coins. I mean, have you seen the one guy who built a bot based on Elon Musk? Like anytime he tweeted, he would just buy a shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah. I mean,
I
that used to
yeah.
work really well when he would tweet coins, but it seems like he's stopped doing that the last 2 years.
Mm.
The SEC either fined him too much or they harassed him to the point where he just decided it wasn't much fun anymore. But yeah, there was a lot of trade opportunities when Elon was trolling the crypto universe. So I just want to go over something about the unlocks. There's one gigantic unlock for a recent airdrop coin called ALT.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm not trading it, but that's just a gigantic unlock, and you'd expect a lot of volatility because we're in a slightly bullish environment. You wouldn't expect it to drop too much, but wouldn't be catching many knives about it because it's got what we call FTV issues. Very little of the supply is currently unlocked, so whenever it is unlocked, it creates an enormous amount of selling pressure. This is something to be mindful
Okay,
of.
okay. Before we go like too deep into that, what exactly are token unlocks?
So a token unlock is when people receive a token before it begins trading on a major exchange, and they're restricted in when they can sell when they're allowed to sell, it's called an unlock. Normally, these are insiders, people who work for the team, or early investors. So the VCs and the angel investors and the seed investors, they're not allowed to simply dump the coin. I mean, they don't normally dump the coin, but sometimes they do. That's not very ethical. But technically, for these larger projects, people are not dumping these coins until they're allowed to. And there's a schedule, and usually the schedule becomes more accelerated as time goes on, because the assumption is that the coin will have more buying interest from the general market. So it just creates uh, a sell pressure on these younger coins, and they tend to not perform very well. In fact, the coins that perform the weakest in the last, say, 2 months in the downdraft we had, they were primarily all what we call low float, high FDV coins. And on this list, you can see there's more of them. ENA is actually a project I'm really into. I've also received an airdrop, but the price has gone down. I don't know exactly. I think 70% from when it launched, and so it's just been extremely bad for holding. But usually, if the project is good, these work themselves out eventually, and they make new highs. But it's a terrible investment until these unlocks are sorted out.
So in the next news that you shared with me, you wanted to discuss.
Oh man, there's so much bullish news that Mo mentioned last night.
Yeah.
Just a few basic things like FTX redemptions. I'm part of that as well, but my story is a bit complicated, so we won't get into that. Inflows into BTC ETFs have been 4 times, or sorry, they have been much faster than what the other strongest ETF, which was gold. The adoption rate's been crazy. There's a lot more tether in the system. People are adding fiat, converting fiat into tether again. Usually means that they want to buy coins, not that they just want to stake their tether. So that's amazing. More liquidity. We won't go into the details of that. The big boys like Goldman Sachs and BlackRock are very much involved in planning their own projects to market to their own retail buyers. Some legal things like Oklahoma having self-custody laws, which is incredible because for years we've been seeing seizures as if they weren't property, but clearly some states and switched on lawmakers are realizing that Bitcoin and some other crypto are indeed property, and the same rights as you would for your home or for your car or for your intellectual property should be respected. So that's insanely bullish. And of course, we have Trump, and then CZ is getting out of jail. I think next month.
Who's
CZ, the leader of Binance, the founder.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, so
He's no longer.
Yeah, there's a lot of pointers for the ultra bullish. I mean, I would say like that we're at the start of a ultra bullish, period.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like pointers like this. But we can see the same narrative in the current market health on CoinRotator.
The trends are definitely improving for market health.
So like
there's more uptrends. Wait.
Yeah, definitely. Oh wait,
maybe
it's loading. But for the past for a while, we've been like in a downtrend / hodl dominated trend state, and right now
it's been a very bearish environment.
Yeah, for the first time in a while, there's the uptrends are outperforming the downtrends.
Yeah, it's been a really long time, and the primary reason for this is back to those low float, high FDV coins. They just couldn't catch a bid. Like nobody wanted to touch them because there's so many buyers or so many sellers that want to get out of these coins because they're in at pennies, and now they're trading for billions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars. So it's only logical, if you don't see Bitcoin making new highs, why would you want to keep holding these coins?
So speaking of the political coins, let's go back to that. So you showed me a coin that you've been
Oh
personally
man,
following.
yeah, political coins. Yeah, um, I guess in the Discord, in the CoinRotator Discord, I've been playing with the idea that even though the news is super bullish for Trump and Republicans,
Mm.
the way that the Democrat Politifi coins have been absolutely destroyed, like Bowden had been completely decimated. I think it's back to its entry, and it was up to a couple $100 million in market cap, and now it's at like I don't even know how low, 20 million or something,
Mm.
something really really insane. So a lot of people are crying because they held this and they assumed that prices would just trend up until the election, regardless of who won. But in fact, there's a bit of game theory going on, and the betting markets are having something to say about which coins, which political meme coins pump and which ones crash.
Mm.
Um, and I was sort of feeling as if the Republican coins and the MAGA coins and the Trump coins were a bit overdone, uh, and that there was an opportunity for, let's say, the lesser respected Democrat coins, such as Kamala Harris or Harris or
Mm.
however it's written. But the market structure of the chart looked decent using CoinRotator principles of looking for higher highs and higher lows. It was just trending up. And eventually it finally broke out when Biden resigned, when
Oh
he
yeah, that
basically
was a
said, well, he didn't resign, did he? He basically said he's not going to run for re-election. We don't know if he'll serve the rest of his term. That's not really my concern at this
yeah.
point. But what I noticed is that these coins had a good opportunity for a catch-up trade, and sure enough, last night this Kama coin made a new all-time high,
Yeah, and
and I
blew
was
up.
along for the ride. Kind of fun, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but yeah, that's something interesting about markets is that when things get too consensus, no matter how absurd the other side of things appear, in this case, the fact that the Democrats clearly had very little chance in the election after the assassination, and now with Biden stepping down, there's still trading opportunities, enormous trading opportunities.
and
So yeah, I took a calculated bet.
yeah, it does take some skill to like use that and catch coins
Yeah,
like Karma. So that's why I'm the apprentice and you're Pixio. But yeah,
yeah.
we do have a section on
So
Polititator.
we're gonna update.
Yeah, for
Yeah, yeah.
Politify.
For Politify, we're
Yeah.
gonna update this with some of the smaller coins in the next few days. There are some technical issues why it doesn't
Mm.
automatically list them, but soon enough, my friend.
You also post a lot on your Twitter, and you share a lot of your personal research, like your watch list that you shared recently.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going through the CoinRotator screener looking for coins that were strong at the
Mm.
highs when Bitcoin was at the lows. And I found a pretty interesting list. It only took me a few minutes, and I compiled it. And I actually noticed that some of these coins you were already
Yeah,
in
yeah.
from prior
I
uptrends,
was very
which was kind
surprised
of
when
interesting.
you put it out. Like I shared some
Yeah,
of these coins on our group chat that we have,
yeah,
which is accessible
yeah,
through the Key Pass.
yep,
And
yep,
I've been at the chat. I've been sharing daily watch lists of my own that I've been doing, and a lot of these coins have popped up, and a lot of these coins
yep.
I have a personal position in, and they've been doing pretty
Oh
well.
man,
Yeah, OM
look at
specifically
you.
has been doing like really well.
Nice,
Also,
nice, very good.
a while back, I've entered CAS.
Pass.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
great trades, man.
yeah, it did
Great trade.
go down a little bit, but it's been resurfacing
Yeah,
at around the same time that
right.
you put the watches out. So that's been like,
Oh, cool. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
feeling
Ohm's been
proud.
on.
Yeah, I'm being a little proud that my own watch lists are somewhat matching yours. So
Nice,
yeah, that's been a
nice.
good
Well,
feeling.
that's the power of CoinRotator, right?
Yeah.
The screener
Mm-hmm.
creates a consensus for strong coins.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are some meme coins, there are some infra coins, there's some DEX coins. It even has gold on there. Not that I'm trading gold, but I thought it was interesting to see that it's in
Yeah,
such a
interesting
strong
data.
trend. Yeah. So
You've also been also shared some airdrops that you've been lucky to landing
oh
on your
man.
account. And these are
Yeah.
the hyperliquid coins that.
Yeah, so let me explain what's going on here. So Hyperliquid is the most popular perpetual DEX
Mm,
on chain. It's on
yeah,
Arbitrum,
yeah.
so it has the most volume of any DEX for futures trading, and they're trying to expand their offering into spot, and they're incentivizing participation by giving airdrops and allowing people to launch their own shitcoins. And these shitcoins are being distributed to people that hold PURR, which you can see in the
Yeah.
Hyperliquid CoinRotator screener. It's the primary coin. So I haven't even bought that much, and I haven't gotten particularly good prices. Like I don't think I got in below 70 million market cap. I don't want to say how much I got because it's not really my thing, but
Mm-hmm.
man, the returns have been insane.
Oh yeah,
So
I see. I can see
more,
that.
yeah, more than likely, most people, and myself included, I've been trading a little bit with the profits directly on the perpetual DEX. I've been trading the Politifi coin people, just going in and out scalping to create some volume because there's more points available, and you'll get more airdrops. So why not? But yeah, I
Yes.
highly encourage people to get in on this action. The total value locked on the chain is still about 200 million, which is incredibly small for the most popular place for people to trade futures. So yeah, get on that if you haven't already.
Yeah, I've been definitely missing out on the airdrops. You've been you've been telling me for a long time that I need to keep
Yeah.
an eye on that, and it's literally free money, and yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, there are some risks like hacking risks and other things, but yeah, generally it's a pretty good risk to reward. Uh, Almost as good as long-term trend trading, but yeah, man, get some of those airdrops, please. I'm getting tired of being the only one in the chat
I mean, you could
who's
share
enjoying
some.
them. Yeah.
Okay. So you've also been telling me about how you use Chat GPT to with
Yeah.
CoinRotator in combination with
Yeah. This
CoinRotator.
is this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. It's a little technical, but it's actually
It's a lot
fairly
of math.
simple. Yeah, it's not my math. I'm horrible at math, but I do have a intuition about the math of trading, I guess, and I guess that's something you learn over time.
Okay, so how does this work?
Uh, Yeah, so basically, I took the coins that you mentioned that you were in from the watch list, and I created an index, and I weighted the index based on the market cap. Um, and in order to do this, you need to know well the positions, you need to know the market cap, and you need to make a ratio to determine the weighting of each one. And the weighting I decided to use was the larger the market cap, the higher the weighting. Um, this is kind of a conservative approach to weighting an index, and in this case, it's actually your portfolio. So this should reduce volatility in some respects, but it could also reduce your return slightly. So if you really wanted to degen it up, you could reverse the ratios and allocate to the smallest market cap coins. But anyways, the ChatGPT element is it did the math for me, and it created the
Yeah, the
ticker
formula.
for TradingView. Yeah, the formula for TradingView, and then you just paste that in TradingView as if it was a single ticker, and lo and behold, you now have a way to track your portfolio
Yeah, it's really
with the
cool.
CoinRotator indicator. Yeah. So I'm not sure if we mentioned earlier, but to get access to the CoinRotator indicator, you just need to mint a key pass on Zora. We'll leave the link in the description. And this enables you to a lot of features, not only the indicator, it gives you access to beta versions. V3 is coming very soon.
A lot of cool
you get
stuff.
lower time frames, advanced data points, private chats, where we list the, as you mentioned, the watch lists, which you can export as a text file. You don't have to create them yourself. Martin does it, and this will be automated very soon. And in addition to that, the CoinRotator indicator has an alert function. So I think on the free version you only get 1 or 3 alerts, but on the next version of CoinRotator, we'll give you unlimited alerts for complex strategies such as the CoinRotator indicator. So you'll be able to set that for any time frame, for as many coins as you want, and for multiple time frames. So you can have confluence when things are as you want them to be and before prices really take off. So we're pretty excited about this. It's going to be amazing.
I love seeing new dynamic ways to like use CoinRotator, you know, like I would have never thought that it's just like using it in this way. It's really cool.
Yeah, man,
I'm sure there's like more ways. As more people come in, they'll come up with their own stuff, you know.
This is exactly. Like that's the point. Like, this is not like a closed-end trading system where you have to follow some rules. I mean, you have to practice risk management, and you have to make good decisions, and you have to be kind of calm and balanced, which is something, by the way, I was writing about a few days ago. I'm not sure if you saw the Medium post. I was talking about the principles of being a good mechanical trader and what it meant. And one of the primary ethos or points that I notice in successful traders who have a somewhat mechanical approach is that they try to remain balanced. So they don't degen it up unless it's the right time. And when things are not going great, they just grind through it and they don't get too down on themselves. And they just have faith that their approach is positive and profitable in the long term. And so each individual trade doesn't hold that much significance in their performance. But the collective of all their trades over, say, a year or a few months, it should be profitable if they're making decisions using sound logic. And CoinRotator is definitely using a sound logic that we didn't create. We've just adopted it, and we're trying to carry it forward.
Yeah, which is great. You can rely on a tool, because I think the number one killer is like just trading on emotions and just relying on your emotions.
Exactly.
And that's where you make the worst decisions.
Exactly. And then the fear of being wrong, that's probably the biggest thing, is people hate taking small losses. They usually take losses when they have to, not when they want to.
Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that.
So that's something to learn. And of course I also struggle with it. Everyone does, but just to be conscious of it at all times. Just know your exit when you enter. That's important. We'll talk about that in the next episode.
So as you mentioned before, the entire mechanical approach is on the Medium, and you can find a lot of useful stuff there, as well as mainly the guide how to use the key pass, right?
Yeah, that's available on the Medium, and also in the Discord we share information step by step. How to sign up.
Yeah, and it's super quick and completely pretty much free. So there's a little fee, but if you could walk us just like real quick how to do it.
Yeah, so you'll need to fill out a form on the landing page for CoinRotator, coinrotator.io. You'll need to join the Discord, and after you fill out the form, you need to go to Zora. There's a link in the Medium. You need to connect your wallet on base chain. You need a little bit of ETH for gas. I think it's about $3 or $4 the last time I checked. And with that will whitelist your wallet so that you can get beta access to the latest build of CoinRotator. The latest build has advanced data points, more powerful sorting, as well as lower time frame trends.
Yeah, tons of
So
exclusive
you'll have
features.
complete market access to 4-hour as well as 1-hour CoinRotator trends.
And you've mentioned to me that you're working with the devs on a new alerts system or something like that, like a premium version.
Yeah, so if you want to do custom alerts on TradingView, I think you're only limited to 1 or 2 or 3 for free. And if you want to upgrade to the next level, it can get pretty pricey. So we were looking into cutting into that because it just seems ridiculous that if you just want custom alerts for your trading setup, you have to pay all kinds of money. So yeah, that's in development. And if you're a Key Pass member, you will have limited beta access to that once the prototype's ready. It'll be limited in some minor capacity. We just don't want people abusing it. But yeah, if you're sincere and you're active in the community,
Yeah, right
you
now
shouldn't
is the
have any
time.
problem.
Yeah, right now is the time. Just you can start.
Now's the time. Now's the time.
Yeah. So
Get on
anyway,
early.
yeah. Overall, I think we've covered a lot today. I think we got a exciting week, if not more, in crypto with things looking really,
Yeah.
really, really bullish. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, be careful with your margin. Don't go crazy.
Yeah.
There'll probably be more volatility than most people are used to because there's so much really big news coming out. And yeah, generally it's bullish. And what I mentioned to people in the Discord quite frequently is when you have increased volatility periods, but the trend is up, whenever things are dipping, they'll resolve to the upside with a higher price, which is what happened this weekend actually. Uh, when Biden stepped down from the race, markets sold off. But because we're in a bullish environment, prices actually resolved higher, and we closed higher on the day. So I would expect more of the same price action this week. But yeah, just be careful on the downside.
Yeah, at the end of the day, like it's still crypto. Like anything can happen. Nothing is
Exactly.
nothing is set in
Anything.
stone. But that's
Anything.
that's why we're
Yeah.
here to learn.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, thanks for doing this, man.
No, thanks.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for showing us the path.
Yeah. And look forward to another one
Yeah,
real
I'll
soon.
see you in the next one.
See ya.